Metaverse, Marketing in a Virtual Universe. Hello everyone. My name is Saad and I welcome you all. Please press the subscribe button and join in. The Metaverse has poised a rapid growth opportunity for brands to market themselves. Industry insiders have predicted that much like the internet we all currently know, the Metaverse will be essential for all brands. So now, marketers will need to adapt and get used to implementing new strategies and harnessing new tools to compete. In this new technological dimension, everyone will be a world builder, including brands. So, how can marketers and businesses conquer this new metaverse? The metaverse will allow many applications to integrate with this new internet. The best thing marketers can do is adopt the technology early, setting them up for success and evolving with their users. Using the metaverse to help grow your brand. A few tips marketers can utilize for brand growth include: create experiences that tie in with real-life experiences. Offer virtual advertising where users can experience your ads and message as if they're a part of it. Just like in video games, collectables will be available in the metaverse. So, by offering assets and items as rewards, you could see rapid growth and engagement. Engage with the community but don't pester them, and ensure your ads are relevant to them. User-generated content is key. Don't get left behind. Never stop experimenting and keep up to date with the metaverse. Consider how to build towards interacting with your audience using XR hardware like wearable devices. Invest in immersive learning and training to enhance the skills of your staff. The metaverse is an infinite virtual universe. There is no end, and it will continue to expand as its user community grows until the devices we recognize the most now, for example iPhones, laptops, TVs and consoles, become a distant memory. It is difficult to imagine such cutting-edge, futuristic technology, but it is inevitable. How immersive technology can boost customer experience. Immersive technology has been redefining the way businesses deliver their services and products to consumers. This revolution greatly enhanced customer experience in a way that no other technologies have been able to provide. Now, consumers can have realistic experiences by plunging into the virtual space before they actually buy a product or service. Fully immersive virtual, augmented, and mixed realities. Immersive technology can be classified into the following types. Augmented reality, AR, adds computer-generated objects to the real world. Virtual reality, VR, changes what users see and experience by overlaying a computer-generated environment to the real world. Mixed reality, MR, combines AR and VR in one experience. Immersive experiences can be built on these digital technologies. Now that we've defined these immersive techniques, let's find out about the current issues in managing customer experience that can be resolved using AR, VR, or a combination of both. Current challenges faced by businesses in managing customer experience. The biggest issue faced by businesses worldwide is the limitation brought by the COVID pandemic. The effect is especially grim for those selling products compared to those that are offering services. The elimination of physical shopping as a way to preserve the health of both sellers and buyers has made skeptical shoppers more hesitant to buy. These shoppers are those who want to see and test products first before they give away their money. Meanwhile, this limitation lessened the opportunity for sellers to apply their sales talks to convince shoppers to buy from them. How immersive technology can resolve the issue. Immersive technology is breaking the barriers and lifting the limitations brought by the lingering COVID pandemic. As people are advised to stay at home, businesses can use the different reality technologies to reach out to their customers and bring their offers virtually right in front of them, giving them a level of customer experience that's similar to when they are shopping physically. The use of augmented reality and virtual reality started a long time ago. Nike has its Nike Fit app that leverages our strategies to get the foot measurement of shoppers and give them a 360 view of what a shoe will look like on them even without physically visiting the Nike stores. IKEA has its IKEA Place that lets you place true-to-scale digital models of their furniture in real space. This allowed homeowners to check whether a couch or dining set will fit into their rooms without the tiring and time-consuming task of buying furniture and having it delivered only to find out that they don't fit in their spaces. The tourism and hospitality industries, before COVID happened, had been using VR to give travelers a realistic preview of hotel rooms as well as a virtual tour to the whole resort. This did not only help travelers decide on the right resort and room to book but also helped businesses convince more people to choose them over the others. Now, all of these reality technologies are being improved as COVID's likely here to stay. More and more businesses are realizing the importance of investing in AR and VR to give their customers the same shopping experience as pre-COVID. People want to be safe at home but they also want to make sure that they are putting their money on the right product as they shop online. VR and AR give consumers a realistic way to check items online and feel confident about their purchase, like Sephora did with their visual artist. And when they do receive the exact product condition that they tested through VR and AR, customers will naturally feel happy and they'd return to the same shop for the other items they need. Overall, immersive technology is a creative way to deliver a spectacular shopping experience to consumers whether they are buying online or from a physical shop. Targeting the imagination of consumers gives them a unique experience that makes them thrilled and, later, convinced to purchase. So, the adoption of AR, VR, and MR in your business can open new opportunities to enhance customer experience and increase sales. Implementing immersive technology in your business. Collect data and convert it to digital data. All objects used in AR and VR are in their digital format. Finding a way to turn them into digital data and storing them in your app is the way to successfully impart an immersive experience to your customers. Nike has probably done 3D models of all their shoes in their different colors and sizes, and those data are stored in the memory of the app. Businesses that want to use immersive technology will probably have to do the same. Decide on how they can be shared with your customers. Now that you know how to use immersive technology to promote your product and make your customers happier when shopping, it's time to decide on how people can access your AR or VR efforts. Most businesses are now using apps that can be easily downloaded by customers on their smart devices to share the immersive experience. Like we cited above, Nike and IKEA are using apps based on AR to help their customers make a more informed decision even without visiting their stores. Other ways can be through 360 tours and the use of AR or VR glasses, which may be more costly and impractical for both the seller and the consumer. Conclusion: immersive technology has a big potential to help businesses improve their customer service so that their consumers can feel more satisfied with their shopping. With their power to connect businesses and consumers virtually, customer experience can be greatly improved. It may even serve as an interesting way for consumers and businesses to communicate like they are together in a single space when they are miles apart. AR, VR, and MR are here to stay. Although they still cannot replace the experience that consumers can have in a brick-and-mortar store, they can at least do more than simply showing photos or videos to the consumers. Technology has also greatly revolutionized smartphones to transform ordinary photos of people and objects into seemingly flawless ones, which can also be done by the best photo editing software by manipulating and creating vectors in Illustrator or Corel. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to Knowledge Build.